Hello everybody, welcome to Homesteading Off the Grid. Today we're going to unbox, assemble, and test the Craftsman 20 volt electric rechargeable 8 feet long pole saw. Well then, let's get started. First, to unbox the saw, we must open the box. Well then, let's do that. I'll be using my handy dandy Leatherman to do this. Not sponsored. So far, so good. We see upon opening the box that the product has been well packaged. And the company is caring enough about the environment to use recycled material to do so, which you can also recycle by poking holes in the bottom, filling with dirt, and using as a planter. We bring the product out of the box. We see we have this piece. We see that we have this piece. Alas, we have this piece, which is the part with the actual saw chain, nice and sharp, clean, nice cover for safety. We have in a very nice bubble wrap bag I love those. The charger. We have an oil bottle for chain oil lubricant to use on the actual chain. A one size does most tool. And then finally, at the bottom of the box, we have the actual battery, as well as another potential planting box made out of fully recycled material. Now, typically, when I get a new electric power tool, I will plug the charger in and allow the battery to charge fully before I use it. But for the purposes of this video, I want to see if there's enough of a charge to use a demonstration or to perform a demonstration. You see that there is a safety mechanism here with the trigger, and they've got the safety locked. So once again, we use our handy dandy Leatherman, not sponsored, to free the safety switch. Remember safety, cut away from yourself. And alas, the battery does not seem to come charged. There's the safety. So I'll plug in the battery to gain a charge and show you how to assemble the entire mechanism while the battery is charging. So while the battery is plugged in and charging, and before I actually assemble the 3 simple pieces of that saw, I'm going to go ahead and fill my little squirt bottle here with chainsaw bar oil, chain oil. Not using any particular brand here because of its performance. I do use this particular brand because of its cost effectiveness. Pretty much, bar oil is bar oil. It's just oil. So, whereas many traditional chainsaws and perhaps some more expensive type pole saws have automatic bar oilers in them built into the saw, this particular model does not. So we'll just fill the little squirty bottle and then we'll carry that around in our back pocket as we use the saw. Oil the chain as needed. Now, what I will go ahead and point out, you've got the handle and then you've got the saw end, the main extension. This can be put together without that middle piece. Here's the middle piece. Now this of course is to give you an added 3 feet, it looks like, worth of extension, but it's not necessary. You can just use these 2 pieces if the height of which you're trying to reach is not that great. But for the purposes of this video, just so we can see how to put the entire saw together, we're going to put the entire saw together. Fits there pretty smooth and easy. Screws right on. Bring it down tight, screw it tight. Next, we simply add this extension. It fits like a puzzle. Fits together like a puzzle. Bring this down, screw it on, and look at that. Simple as that. Simple as that. And we've that easily assembled. I'm going to step way back here so you can see it. Look at that. We have assembled the entire saw. You see it up there? 8 feet high. Really, that's all there is to it. Now, it's nice that this has a safety cover. You always want to watch your fingers. These things are very sharp. Just for the sake of giving our battery a couple more minutes to charge up, I'm going to go ahead and lubricate the chain. This prevents, well, it reduces friction and overheating, allows your teeth to stay sharp a little bit longer, allow your cuts to be a little more efficient, a little bit longer than if you cut dry. So I'm bringing it around, and again, you might want to wear gloves when you do this. You might not be able to tell because I'm goofy, but I actually use chainsaws quite a bit, so I kind of know a little bit about what I'm doing here. So get it nice and lubed up. Bring it on down around this way some more. Lube it up. Now these will cut you. You got to be careful. So I'd recommend gloves, especially if you're new to this. And with that, if the battery's charged, we should be ready to cut. So let me get the battery, make sure it is indeed charged. I have the battery. Let's see if it's charged up enough to work. Ooh, man, this thing's long. It's not heavy, it's just long and a little bit awkward. This goes on really easy. Look at that, just like that. All right. Oh yeah, check this out. So look, there is a safety feature. So if I'm to engage the trigger, it won't work. I've got to pull the safety back, then engage, and it works. Check it out. It's like nom, 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 nom. All right, now let's find a limb or two or more to cut. Alas, we have come to a beautiful autumn blaze maple. It's a beautiful tree, but in the last couple of years, a couple of limbs have sadly passed away. They've gone on to a better place, and so we don't get as many leaves as we used to. The problem is, however, if we leave these limbs on the tree, they could lead to further damage of the tree. Hence, the reasoning behind purchasing this pole saw, which, by the way, we got at Lowe's, not sponsored, for approximately $109, I think. Now, this limb is at such a height that I could take the middle part out and cut it with this, but I'm just leaving it on there for the purposes of this demonstration. Wow. As you can see from that example, it cuts really well. Perhaps we should find yet another limb for yet one more demonstration. Okay, here we have a dead limb on one of our cherry trees. We had an ice storm this summer that broke some limbs off. This one needs to go. Got a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm going to get to this after I make this video. I just want to show you how this saw works, give you my opinion on it. So this one is about, oh yeah, that's up there. That's about 12 feet high, so the extension comes in really handy. Now, let's see how it cuts at this height. Well then. Wow, what an exceptional cut the Craftsman 20 volt, 8 feet long pole saw just made at the height of approximately 12 feet, because it's more than one, on a limb about that big. So, needless to say, I'm very satisfied with my purchase of this product. It is my hopes that you would be satisfied as well. This is not a sponsored video, hence not sponsored. See you for more next time.